Hello, everyone. My name is Niajae. I am the creator of Sound Therapy Network, and we have something super awesome that I know the sound therapy practitioners have been asking for years. We finally have it created, which is an audio masterclass teaching you how to have the best quality sound for virtual sound baths and in-person sound baths. So I have an audio expert here, audio and video. This is Matt, and so I'll let him introduce himself and tell a little bit about his background.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I've been working in multimedia for video and audio capture for about the last 20 years. So what we're really looking to do now is combine any experience that has been had in the past with this fairly new rise in all the interest out there with sound baths, whether it's in person, it's an event, or if it's for virtual sound baths that you might be producing online.
I've actually learned a ton over the last few months because Matt has been doing audio for my floating sound baths, and we had to do a lot of trial and error because the frequency from the bowls is a totally different element than if you're presenting on stage and you're just talking. So it requires a very specific mic. It requires specific speakers. And that is what we're going to be diving into because I know the floating sound baths are becoming super popular. And unfortunately, usually you can't just take your bowls and just play. You actually need equipment so people can hear you because when you're outside, there's a lot of natural elements. So the course includes virtual sound baths. So if you're just home and you need something specifically for that. And then when you're outside, being able to mic yourself so you can hear your meditation voice, which we know is softer and more breathy. So that's going to require a certain mic and then also a mic to mic up your bowls. And when you have Himalayan bowls, crystal bowls, sometimes it requires a specific nuance, which Matt will be teaching you in this course.
It's important to utilize all of the correct equipment and also use that equipment correctly. So this course is very practical and it's intended for people who are looking to take what they already know and what they want to accomplish with their virtual and in-person sound baths and really take it to the next level.
I am so excited about this course. It is the #1 question that we receive in the Sound Therapy Network group. How do I receive the best sound for virtual sound baths? How do I receive the best sound for outdoor sound baths?
So we're going to cover everything from how to choose the right products to get started in the first place, those that we have vetted ourselves or seen other people utilize within this industry for this specific purpose, and really how to tune those tools to the best optimal performance for what it is you're trying to accomplish, whether that's online or in person or at an event.
And if you don't know anything about the mics or even setting up Zoom to do a virtual session, this is going to start from the very beginning. If you don't have a mic at all yet, we're going to take you through everything from the very beginning because I had a lot of questions. When we started building out the equipment that I use for my floating sound bath, I didn't know what half of the stuff was, to be honest, and I've been doing sound baths for years. So it's a lot to take in, but this course breaks everything down, makes it digestible, and really just being able to provide that quality experience because when we're in a controlled environment, it's easy for people to really feel that vibration. But when you're outside or when you're virtual, there's a specific nuance. And we want that to convey when we have the right equipment that makes it possible, conveying that frequency and that feeling. So they're really resonating with the sound and the vibration.
So true that sound that's generated by a sound bath and a practitioner, the way you use your voice is different than a vocalist would use it in a band. The ambient sound that's around your bowls is very nuanced and different than just plugging in a guitar. So at the end of the day, knowing how these different tools can be plugged in to capture what you're already doing, but enhance that experience while keeping the resonance and the feeling behind it is an extremely important and delicate procedure, but one that we can accomplish by learning together.
And so I've done a few sound baths now where each one was a little different. So the very first floating sound bath, I used the venues speaker and microphone, and it wasn't loud enough. So I wasn't able to actually do my meditation because no one could hear me. So it's important that we don't solely rely on the venue's equipment, and we have our own equipment so we can make sure that we are producing that quality sound. And then the next sound bath, I did have some equipment, but we had feedback that they still couldn't hear. So understanding the right mics, understanding the right speaker system, and how to set that up, whether you have support or you don't have support, what we want to do is empower you with that knowledge to be able to do it on your own, so you have more availability when a venue wants to book you for a really awesome sound bath.
It's a practical application of the understanding of the basic fundamental principles of the tools so that you can make some little adjustments within your own kit and understand the functionality of different cables, different kinds of microphones, different types of sound systems.
It's a lot of detail and a lot to understand, but that's why we're doing this together, because I asked him a million questions as we were going through the different equipment and how to set it up and understanding how everything works. So in this course, I share all of the questions that I asked him. So I'm sure you'll have the same questions. So it's all being answered for you in this course. But I personally love the mixers and how it can elevate the sound baths. Having this equipment and knowing which equipment to pick is really, really powerful. And it's going to help elevate your sound baths and make it an even more magical experience.